Jersey Crypto here. Talk more about Algorand, but first we're going to talk about Ethereum. So Ethereum's a huge ecosystem, the biggest in the crypto space. And the reason is because of smart contracts. You can run multi-layer businesses all off of Ethereum. So there's DeFi, decentralized finance, you've got NFTs, non-fungible tokens, which is mainly amounted to artwork right now, collectible digital art, which has like a bit of a gambling vibe aspect to it. So I don't necessarily recommend someone that's just getting started in the space to invest in NFTs, which none of this is financial advice, but investing into one of the tokens that NFTs run off of, and you will accumulate some of that wealth from the NFT hype, because if all of it is based off of the token that you hold, which in this particular case would be Ethereum, then holding Ethereum is a valuable thing to do. Now, Ethereum has decentralized exchanges, everything. So pretty much anything you could think of when you go onto your smartphone into the crypto world, or soon to be, when I say soon to be, within the next 5 years, there'll be different apps available, probably way more efficient, seamless, timeless transactions. It's just, it's a greater internet. It's an expansion to the internet. Now, Algorand's doing the same thing, but everything that Algorand's doing is less expensive, it's faster, it's more readily available once it's all set into place. Now, they have an Algodex, they have an Algo Mint for NFTs. The Algodex is the decentralized exchange. They have Yieldly, a different company running off of Algorand, which is DeFi, decentralized finance. Another kind of cool thing that they're doing with NFTs is they're putting real estate on it, and you can actually invest in fractions of real estate with your Algorand. And we'll have different videos about each of those just to give you guys an idea of all the stuff that Algorand's doing. But all of that is just to reassure you that Algorand is a value. You can put all these different platforms, different businesses, different ecosystems, all under Algorand's ecosystem, which is their token, their pure proof of stake blockchain, which I think is the most decentralized, because just owning the token and it automatically stakes and you automatically earn from holding it. Not talking about the price, I'm just talking about you get a little bit more tokens, fractions of tokens, depending on how much you have. And you don't have to put it anywhere, you don't have to lock it up. It's just you owning it, automatically you get an earnings from holding the token. The only other coin that does it like that I know of is Cosmos, and they're very similar. But in my mind, Algorand, the value of the token is a little bit cheaper than Cosmos. Silvio Macaulay. He's basically the grandfather crypto dev. He's one of the earliest developers in crypto. He's actually, he's somewhat the inventor of a lot of this crypto technology. And this is his blockchain. So it's coming from some of the most raw technology, and it's built from the ground up. It's decentralized, which is the point of decentralization, is that what you own is your value. You don't owe someone else something because you have so much of something. You get to choose how big of a piece of pie that you get. And by having that, you earn 4% on your money just by having it. You don't have to lock it up or anything. Now, they started with the Marshall Islands, running like tests on how their blockchain can basically manage, commerce and organizing the whatever assets on the island or islands. And now they have El Salvador, which is going to use Algorand as the ecosystem to run all their cryptocurrency, which they're making Bitcoin legal tender, and they're running it all off of Algorand. So even though El Salvador is a small country, there's going to be other countries, especially around them, watching what happens. And as long as Algorand is as good as it's supposed to be, and as good as I think it is, they're going to do a great job with organizing that whole ecosystem for that country. It's going to be efficient. Their transactions going to go up to 65,000 transactions per second, which is way more than most other blockchains. I think Ethereum's like Ethereum's like 1,000. I don't even know if it is 1,000. I don't know, but it's so expensive to make a transaction and takes time, and then you can lose your transaction to someone else. That's how much time it takes. Someone else can get in there and basically transact prior to you, and then if you miss your transaction within that block, then you lose money. So, within reason, couple seconds, your transaction is finalized on Algorand. It's going to go up from there because they have the capability to do so. It's also non-forkable. So all these other cryptocurrencies that can fork, they can change things about their cryptocurrency that may not be in the best interest of the holders, and yes, it might be the better technology, this and that, but how much are they actually telling you? When they fork over, they're actually basically leaving, their blockchain, which is linear, and forking off of it and creating a new one. And changing a little bit of the technology in order to do it the way they want to do it, But there's a lot of misleading or misinformation in between, forking blockchains. So you could feel a lot more secure with Algorand. It's not forkable. It doesn't need to be, because what they were doing is they are taking their time and they're making it how it's supposed to be made, and in the best interest of the ecosystem, not of any particular, centralized entity. So that's it. That's my rant. That's what I end up thinking about. And this is one of my favorite coins. I am invested. I'm not going to say how much, but again, this is not financial advice, but we do have the chance of investing in the new internet. All the rich people that I actually run into from investments were able to invest into Google, AOL, which, think of AOL. You couldn't even use the telephone and the internet at the same time. And they got rich off of it. This new internet, you can run entire countries on. You could run currency off of it. You could run the internet, all the information on the internet off of it. And when you own something on the internet in the future, you own it. You don't pay someone else to own it. You just own it. So it's just better for everyone to have their own responsibility, and you can actually prove your own worth now. You don't have to count on anyone else. It's incredible.